What up, YouTube? T-Movies here. Now, since there are lots of TV shows and even TV movies coming to either Netflix, HBO, and all that, all premiering in April, since, well, April, there's not really hardly any movies coming out because of the whole pandemic crisis. But there are some interesting stuff coming to TV near you. So, with that being said, here's the list of the TV premieres coming that are all premiering in the month of April. Alright, on April 2nd, we got Man with Plan. We got Man with a Plan season 4, which stars Matt LeBlanc from Friends fame. Now, of course, while we wait for the Friends reunion, which was supposed to come to HBO Max in May, but due to the virus and all that, they decided to postpone it. But Man with a Plan is actually a pretty funny show. You know, it does star Matt LeBlanc from Friends fame, along with Kevin Nealon. You also got Stacy Keach, Liza Snyder. They also had some really funny guest appearance who have popped up on Man with a Plan. It's really hilarious. You know, it stars LeBlanc as Adam Burns, who ends up taking care of his children, and he tells his wife, Andy, played by Liza Snyder, that she can't just go back to her job and manage the children and all that. And it's really hilarious. Matt LeBlanc is just dynamite on the show. It is a multi-cam sitcom, so you're gonna have to deal with laugh tracks, yes, but it's really hilarious. If you guys haven't really seen Man with a Plan yet, go check it out. I mean, they're going into its fourth season, and who knows if we'll get another season, but it's pretty funny. All right. Also premiering tonight, it is Broke Season 1 on CBS, another CBS multi-cam sitcom. And it stars CSI actress Polly Perrette, as well as Jane the Virgin actor Jimmy Kimmel. And the series is about Jackie, played by Perrette, who's this confident working single mom who ends up raising a son of her own, and she ends up being shocked when her estranged sister Elizabeth, played by Leggero, and her outrageously wealthy husband Javier and Lewis, who's Javier's loyal assistant, driver slash friend, ends up laying on their doorstep, and they need and their money ends up drying up. So yeah, it actually looks pretty funny. You know, I really quite like Polly Perrette. I don't really watch much CSI, but she actually steals lots of things on the CSI shows. I always keep getting that mixed up with NCIS and all. I mean, to be honest, all these crime shows are all like to me. But anyway, Broke looks. I mean, it's Polly Perrette's return to CBS, so that's pretty cool. This time, instead of a crime drama, it's a sitcom. So I'm down to check out Broke. All right. Also premiering tonight, we got season 3 of Freeform Siren, which is the Mermaid series, which I actually did check out the first season. Not really my cup of tea, so yeah. But there are actually people who actually quite like the show. So if you're a fan of the show Siren, good news, season 3 premieres tonight. All right, there's Real Housewives in New York, season 12 premiering on Bravo for anyone who even cares. Premiering on Shudder is a documentary series called Cursed Films, which explores the myths and legends behind some of Hollywood's notoriously cursed horror film productions. Premiering tomorrow, April 3rd, which is a Friday, we on Netflix we got Money Heist, season 4, which is a Spanish series about a group of unique robbers assault the factory of Maninanda and Timbre to carry out the perfect robbery in the history of Spain, and takes home 2.4 billion euros. I never really seen it, but there are actually some people who do quite like the show. I mean, it's going into the fourth season, so there's definitely people who really appreciate it. But if you guys like Money Heist, good news, season 4 premieres on Netflix tomorrow. Alright, premiering on Hulu tomorrow, we got Feature Man season 3 with Josh Hutcherson. We got Haley Joel Osment will return. Now, Future Man, you know, it's a Hulu show that is coming into its third and final season, and it's about this janitor played by Josh Hutcherson, who is this day work rank gamer by night, and he ends up traveling through time to prevent the extinction of humanity after mysterious visitors from the future, and the mysterious visitors are Tiger and Wolf. and he actually tried to pretty much proclaim to fight the super race evasion, and it's actually pretty funny. I mean, it is a shame that it's ending after 3 seasons. I mean, Josh Hutcherson coming off of Hunger Games, he's really hilarious on this. You got Haley Joel Osment playing like the villain here. It's produced by Seth Rogen, Evan Goldberg. This looks like season 3 looks really cool. Like you got characters including Gandhi's supposed to be a character featured in season 3. Abraham Lincoln. So we're gonna get some historical characters featured in season 3 of Future Man, and it is also like I guess you could say it's also a love letter to those 80s sci-fi movies where you talk about the last Starfire and all that. So yeah, Future Man season 3 looks great. So cannot wait to check out where season 3 is gonna go. All right. Coming to Amazon, we got some show called Tales from the Loop, which is about townspeople live above the loop and a machine built to unlock and explore the mysteries of the universe. I don't know much about that. There's this new show on Apple Plus called Home Before Dark, which actually looks intriguing. It stars Brooklyn Prince, who played the little main girl from the Florida Project, and she plays this girl who moves into a lakeside town where her father once lived there. While there, she ends up unearthing a cold case that everyone, including her father, tried to bury. It also stars Jim Sturgis, who really needs a good hit because I'm sorry, Jim Sturgis. He's of course best known for Across the Universe. He's been in some stuff, but his film career is a little questionable. So yeah. But this actually looks really interesting. And the last time Jim Sturgis actually starred on a TV show was that forgot the name of it, but it was that AMC show with David Schwimmer, which was like a kitchen cooking show. Forgot the actual name, but yeah. Anyway, Home Before Dark actually looks intriguing. Now I haven't really cared much for for most of Apple Plus's TV shows. I would go up front there. I mean, the morning show is just okay. It's not really top notch or anything. But I'll probably check out Home Before Dark. It looks kind of intriguing, so I'll give this one a watch. All right, premiering on HBO, we got season 18 of Real Time with Bill Maher, which he's most likely gonna be shooting in his home, because most talk shows are now shooting doing their talk shows at their home. So pretty cool there. All right. Now coming to Disney Plus, we got a couple of nature documentaries. We got Dolphin Reef, which is narrated by Natalie Portman, and we got anyway, we also got Elephant premiering on Disney Plus, which is narrated by Meghan Markle, who's of course now moving back to the U.S. So I guess, of course, her and Prince Harry are moving back to the U.S. So we're gonna be seeing more of Meghan Markle. But you know what? I must say, the Disney nature documentaries they've always had some pretty decent stuff. When you talk about what the hell have they done? Earth, chimpanzees, pandas. They've done some pretty solid stuff. So Dolphin Reef and Elephant both looks like. Of course, Dolphin Reef is a nature documentary about dolphins, while Elephant is a nature documentary about elephants. And I mean, while Apple Plus has the Elephant Queen, Disney Plus has their own documentary about elephants. So hey, who just doesn't love elephants? Come on. All right, coming to Netflix, we got Spirit Riding Free Riding Academy, which I never really seen before. We got season 2 of Harley Quinn, which I am really shocked how quickly they decided to release the season 2, because season 1 literally ended back in February. So now they're actually premiering season 2 in April. I mean, I guess they shot this a little yeah, it is animated, so it doesn't take that long to shoot. But Harley Quinn, I love the first season of Harley Quinn. Kaley Cuoco as the voice of Harley Quinn is just fantastic. I like her chemistry with Ivy. Harley Quinn is just amazing, so I cannot wait to check out season 2 of it. and again, it's premiering on DC Universe. So, all right, premiering on Disney XD and Disney Now, we got season 3 of DuckTales. On Netflix, we got Coffee and Kareem, which looks funny. Here's what Coffee and Kareem is about. It's about a 12-year-old Kareem Manning who hires a criminal to scare his mom's new boyfriend, who's a police officer named James Coffee. But it backfires, forcing Coffee and Kareem to team up in order to save themselves from Detroit's most ruthless drug kingpin. It stars the likes of Ed Helms. You've got Taraji P. Henson. This movie looks hilarious. It looks raunchy, funny. I do like Ed Helms, so yeah, Coffee and Kareem looks like it's gonna be pretty fun to watch. Sunday, April 5th, we've got Kim Kardashian West, The Justice Project, which I don't really care much about. But if you guys care about that, go ahead. There's Atlanta's Missing and Murders, which is a HBO docuseries, and here's what this is about. Between 1979 to 1981, at least 30 African American children and young adults disappear on or were murdered in Atlanta. Although 23-year-old Wayne Williams was prosecuted for two of the crimes, the rest of the case were ultimately closed following his conviction in 1982. So this is about the Atlanta's murders from the 70s to 80s. I don't really know much about the Atlanta murders, but I do love to watch another docu-series, crime docu-series. So this looks like it'd be something really interesting to watch on HBO. Alright, now premiering on April 6th. Now, April 6th is launching with a new streaming service called Quibi. I think I'm saying that right. And Quibi is launching loads of stuff premiering that day. We got Most Dangerous Game starring Liam Hemsworth and Christoph Waltz, and it's about in order to desperate to take care of his pregnant wife before a terminal illness can take his life. Dodge Maynard, played by Hemsworth, accepts an offer to participate in a deadly game where he soon discovers that he's not the hunter but the prey. Boy, have we not seen that before. We literally just had a movie called The Hunt, which is seriously the same thing. But this is actually based on a book which actually was written before The Hunt even came. So technically, The Hunt is a ripoff of this, but still. Let's see. There's a show coming to Quibi on that day called When the Street Lights Go On, which is about the residents of a small town that grapples with the ruthless killing of a young girl and a teacher. It stars Queen Latifah, and the trailer for this actually launched this past week, and it actually looks intriguing. I mean, this looks like a really cool murder mystery series. You got Queen Latifah as a sheriff, so sign me up with that one. This looks really great to watch. Alright, there's a show called The Stranger, which is about a unassuming young rideshare driver is thrown into her worst nightmares when a mysterious Hollywood Hills pastor enters her car. It stars Maika Moreau, Ivan Joga, and Dane DeHaan, who I'm a big fan of Dane DeHaan. This show looks really messed up and creepy, so sign me up for that one. There's a show on Quibi called Survive, which stars Sophie Turner, who plays a character named Jane, who has to fight her life when her plane crashes on a remote snow-covered mountain, and Paul is the only other remaining survivor. And together they embark on a harrowing journey out on the wilderness. And it's also stars straight out Compton actor Corey Hawkins. This show looks really intriguing. Looks like a female version of that Liam Neeson movie, The Grey. This looks really cool, and it is Sophie Turner's first TV gig since Game of Thrones ended. So hopefully this will be pretty decent. Alright. Also premiering on Quibi, there's a comic called Flip, which stars Will Forte and Caitlin Olsen, along with Andy Garcia and Eva Longoria. And it's about here's what this is about. Chronically unemployed couple Jen and Cricket Melfi, played by Forte and Olsen, who are self-proclaimed home renovation experts, more than confident they are television's next great home design celebrity duo. So I mean, you got the stars of Last Man on Earth and The Meg starring together in this. This looks like it'd be so pretty fun. All There's a show called Thanks a Million with Jennifer Lopez, Tracy Morgan, and Kristen Bell. There's Chrissy Teigen's courtroom show called Chrissy's Court, which I don't know much about. There's a revival of Punk'd hosted by Chance the Rapper. There's a show called Murder House Flip premiering on QB. Skirt with Offset, which I don't know much about. The Source, which is another QB show. Nikki Fressa for QB. And Music for QB. Elba versus Block, which features Idris Elba. I don't know much about that. There's Gone with Metal Liar. I don't know much about that. There's Single Out, which is another dating show. Like, we don't have much of those. There's a few other QB shows premiering on QB on the 6th. Yeah, so QB seems like it's gonna be the next big streaming service. Falling off Netflix. Competing with stuff like Netflix. We got HBO Max. Yeah, lots of QB shows premiering on the 6th. But yeah. All right. Also premiering on the 6th, we got Netflix's The Big Show, which stars WWE wrestler The Big Show. That actually looks really funny. I do love me a good multi-cam sitcom, and Netflix has a pretty good one, so that looks like it could be something pretty cool. Also premiering on Monday on the 6th, we got The Baker and the Beauty, which is about a blue-collar baker who strikes up a relationship with an international superstar, and it's a remake of the Israeli romantic comedy series The Baker and the Beauty. I don't know much about that, so I've seen a couple previews, but it doesn't really look all that special. Tuesday, April 7th, we got season 3 of The Last OG with Tracy Morgan and Tiffany Haddish. I really quite like The Last OG. Tracy Morgan is hilarious on the show. Tiffany Haddish is great. So I cannot wait to see where season 3 is going to go. Wednesday, April 8th, we got Ghost Hunters on A&E, Celebrity Ghost Stories on A&E. We got Celebrity Who Wants to Be a Millionaire with Jimmy Kimmel hosting. That comes on ABC. Thursday, April 9th, we got CBS All Access's The Good Fight Season 4. Total Bellas on E. Friday, April 10th, we got Breeze Brothers, which I don't know much about. We got a Netflix movie called Tiger Tail, which is about a Taiwanese factory worker who leaves his homeland to seek opportunity in America, where he struggles to find connection while balancing family, newfound responsibilities in his multi-generational drama. In this multi-generational drama, it stars Taj Ma, who we gotta wait a couple months to see Milan, but this looks pretty interesting. I mean, Netflix has been pretty decent with their foreign content, where they talk. Of course, they have Roma, and Tiger Tail looks like it has a bit of a farewell feel to it. Again, I'm not saying that because its star Tyza Ma was in the farewell, but it does feel like the farewell though. Also premiering on the 10th, we got Love Weddings Repeat, which stars Olivia Munn, Sam Claflin, and Freida Pinto. As trouble arises for a man when he is really reunited with an old flame at his sister's wedding. They just saw a trailer for this yesterday. Love Weddings Repeat looks awful. This movie just doesn't look so funny. It looks dumb. I don't know. It's probably going to be another Netflix misfire, but we'll see. Also premiering on the 10th, we got WWE sitcom titled The Main Event, which after discovering a magical mask, an 11-year-old aspiring wrestler enters a competition to become the next WWE superstar. It stars Adam Pally, Tashina Arnold, a couple of wrestlers like Beth Phoenix, The Miz, Stephen Farrelly. I saw the trailer for this. This looks pretty funny. I mean, another wrestling-based show coming to Netflix that week. Of course, following the Big Show. So don't be surprised if Netflix takes over WWE in the future. All right, Sunday, April 12th, we got Killing Eve season 3, which I don't really watch Killing Eve, so I can't really comment on. I actually probably should. I heard lots of good stuff about Killing Eve, but never really got around to watching that. There's Bella Guerrera for Epics, which I don't really know much about. It's like a period piece show. There's season 4 of Insecure, on the HBO. Of course, we gotta wait couple months to watch Issa Rae's new film, The Lovebirds, which is going to come to Netflix this time around. But Insecure is actually a pretty fun show. So I'm, yeah, Issa Rae's pretty great. So I'm definitely give season 4 a watch. Alright. Also premiering on the 12th, we got Paradise Lost, which is a Spectrum show, and it is a Southern family saga that's told through the eyes of the wife of a prodigal son and his Stanford educated psychiatrist, a wife who returns home to Mississippi to help run his family business. It stars Josh Hartnett. Where you been, Josh Hartnett? Gail Bean, Barbara Hershey, Nick Nolte. This actually looks pretty interesting. Josh Hartnett hasn't really done an actual major TV show since Penny Dreadful ended, and he's also actually going to be on the next season. I believe he's supposed to be on the next season of oh no, it's not Josh Hartnett. It's a different Josh. Never mind. I was gonna say he was gonna be on the next season of Yellowstone, but I think that's a different Josh I'm thinking of. But anyway, Josh Hartnett doesn't really do a whole lot. Like I'm gonna say he would have been a bigger star, but yeah, that didn't happen. Also premiering on Sunday, April 12th, we got Run, which is about two ex-lovers activate a long planned escape to disappear together. It stars Domino Gleason and, speaking of Killing Eve, Phoebe Waller-Bridge, who's of course best known for that one show on Amazon that's pretty popular. But yeah, Run actually looks pretty intriguing. So you got that together. I want to watch. On March 13th, we got season 2 of NBC's Songland. We got ABC's The Bachelor, Listen to Your Heart. Wednesday, April 15th, we got Miss America for Hulu and FX, which is about conservative activist Phyllis Schlafly, who discovers an unexpected fight against the Equal Rights Amendment movement during the 70s. It stars Kate Blanchett, Rose Byrne, Elizabeth Banks, Margot Martindale. This actually looks pretty interesting. It stars Kate Blanchett, and I do adore Kate Blanchett, so I watch her in anything. You got Rose Byrne portraying the role of Gloria Steinem. Of course, we got Julianne Moore playing the role down the line. But Miss America looks really interesting, so I cannot wait to check this one out. We got also premiere on April 15th. We got season 2 of What We Do in the Shadows with Taika Waititi, and it is based on the hit feature film that Taika Waititi directed, and of course he is back with the new one with Jermaine Clement, and it's actually pretty funny. Haley Joel Osment is supposed to be featured in season 2. Craig Robinson. So got some interesting, funny celebrity cameos coming into play. So cannot wait to check out season 2 of What We Do in the Shadows. Also premiering on Wednesday, April 15th, we got Netflix's Outer Banks, which is about a group of teenagers from the wrong side of the track stumbles upon a treasure map that unearths a long buried secret. I don't know much about that. Premiering Thursday, April 16th, we got season 2 of CW's In the Dark, which I never really seen. We got season 3 of Netflix's Israeli series Fadua. Friday, April 17th, we got Apple Plus's comedy series Tire Home. We got Home is actually about Peter and his new partner Katie and her son John, who returns to home to Dorking from their first family holiday together in France. And hiding in the boot of their car is Sammy, a Syrian refugee. So this could be something pretty interesting. Also premiere on April 17th, we got Bosch season 6, which is premiere on Amazon. There's the Netflix film Sergio, which stars Narcos actor Warner Moore as well as Ana de Armas, and this is actually based on a true story and is a sweeping drama set in the chaotic aftermath of the U.S. invasion of Iraq, where the life of top UN diplomat Sergio Barrera de Mello hangs in the balance during the most treacherous mission of his career. Now, Ana de Armas is getting into the Netflix business while playing Marilyn Monroe in the upcoming film Blonde, but Sergio actually looks pretty intriguing, so I'll give this one a watch. Also premiering on April 17th, we got a series titled Black AF, and it's about a father who takes an irreverent and honest approach to parenting and relationship. It stars Blackish creator Kana Barris along with Richard Jones, and you got cameos by director of Ride Along Tip Story. Ava DuVernay has a cameo in this. This actually looks really hilarious. I mean, I quite like Kana Barris as a writer. I don't really know much about him as an actor or anything, but he's actually playing like a very comedic version of himself, and he did a pretty good job with Blackish. So I'm kind of intrigued to check out this new show he has. All right. On Friday, April 24th, we got a Beastie Boys story for Apple Plus, which is about the iconic band group of the Beastie Boys, which were some of the most iconic hip hop groups of the 70s and 80s, and who did not love the Beastie Boys? I mean, come on. Premiering on the 24th, we got a season 2 of Afterlife, which stars Ricky Gervais. We got the new series Defending Jacob on Apple Plus, which stars Chris Evans, and it is a limited drama series. It is a gripping, character-driven thriller based on the 2012 New York Times best-selling novel, and it's about a assistant DA's world is shattered when his beloved son is charged with murder. So it stars Chris Evans, Jaden Martell, Michelle Dockery. Defending Jacob looks amazing. You know, Chris Evans is his first major gig since, since Knives Out, and of course, it's his first major TV gig. So it's gonna be interesting what else he'll do outside of the Avengers and all that. But I'll definitely want to watch. Anyway, speaking of actors out doing stuff outside of Marvel, we got Extraction. Now, premiering on April 24th, Chris Evans is not the only one coming. Is not the only MCU character who has something premiering this summer. We got a show called Extraction, and it stars Chris Hemsworth, who plays Tyler Rake, who's this fearless black market mercenary who embarks on the most deadly extraction of his career when he's enlisted to rescue the kidnapped son of a imprisoned international crime lord. And it stars Stranger Things star David Harbour, Derek Luke. I mean, I like Chris Hemsworth, but he's great as Thor. Sometimes his non-Marvel films are usually questionable. I'm one of the few folks who did not mind Ghostbusters or Vacation, but he didn't star in those, so I'm not even going to count those. I'm talking about, like, outside of Rush, obviously. Some of his other roles has very been questionable, like that one film that Michael Mann directed, which wasn't all that great. He's done like In the Heart of the Sea. So Extraction, I haven't seen the trailer, so I can't really comment on it or anything. But yeah, I did see a couple of posters and still images, but it kind of looks intriguing. So hopefully we'll get a trailer that pretty soon. Alright, premiering on Saturday, April 25th, we got Bad Education, which is a HBO film, and it's about the unfolding of the single largest public school embezzlement scandal in history. We got the likes of Hugh Jackman, Allison Janney, Alex Wolff, Annalay Ashford, Jimmy Tatro, Ray Romano. It's from the same director who did that one film last year with Olivia Cook and Anya Taylor-Joy. Dang, I like that movie. I forgot the name of it. Corey Finley. That's his director's name. Dang, what was that film? Oh, Thoroughbred. Why did I freeze up on Thoroughbred's name? Anyway, it's been a while since I've seen that film. Maybe that is. But Bad Education looks amazing. You know, you got Hugh Jackman in this, Allison Janney, who does not do Allison Janney. So yeah, Bad Education. I cannot wait to check this one out. All right. Premiering on Sunday, April 26th, we got The Last Kingdom Season 4, which lots of people actually quite like the show. I have not really seen a single episode, so Speaking of Penny Dreadful, premiering on Sunday, April 26th, we got Penny Dreadful City of Angels, which Penny Dreadful City of Angels looks terrific. You got Natalie Dormer here. You got the likes of Adam Rodriguez. You got who else is in this? Oh yeah, Nathan Lane, Lynn Shay, some really great cast members. So I was not the world's biggest fan of the actual Penny Dreadful series, but the prequel actually looks intriguing. So I'll definitely give this one a watch. Premiering on Monday, April 27th, we got I Know This Much Is True, which is a limited series starring another Marvel actor, Mark Ruffalo, who portrays this middle-aged Dominic Birdsey, who recounts his troubled relationship with Thomas, his paranoid schizophrenic twin brother, and his efforts to get him released from a asylum. It also stars the likes of Rosie O'Donnell, Kathryn Hahn, Melissa Leo, Juliette Lewis, Imogen Poots. This looks amazing. Who does not love Mark Ruffalo? Mark Ruffalo is just the man, so cannot wait to check this one out. Alright, premiering on Monday, April 27th, we got this Netflix series that is executive produced and created by Mindy Kaling called Never Have I Ever, which is a new coming-of-age comedy about the complicated life of a modern-day first-generation Indian American teen girl, and it stars a newcomer. Not really sure. I'm probably gonna butcher this name, so sorry, but it's the newcomer's name. This is new actress named Matarali Ramakrishnan. Not really sure if I'm pronouncing the name of that right. But she portrays the character named Devi, who's this overachieving high school sophomore who has a short fuse to get her into the most difficult situations. Now, Netflix has been really great when it comes to coming of age teen content. Where you talk about On My Block or Stranger Things or even Everything Sucks. Either they got rid of that, but they do really great with their teen content, and this actually looks really interesting. So cannot wait to check this one out. Wednesday, April 29th, we got Netflix's Murder to Mercy, the Cynthia Brown story, which in 2006, Cynthia Brown was convicted of first-degree murder and aggravated robbery of Johnny Allen, a 43-year-old Nashville real estate agent. So it talks about talks about like her conviction and her prosecutor and all that. So I do like making good docuseries, and anything that's murder related, I'll definitely go watch. Now, another show premiering in April that doesn't really have a release date, but it's supposedly supposed to premiere in April. It is The Fugitive with Boyd Holbrook, Kiefer Sutherland. And it's about when the city is a state of panic and misinformation traveling at the speed of social media. Mike's life and family hang in the balance, and he becomes the fugitive. You got Boyd Holbrook playing the fugitive, Kiefer Sutherland playing the detective trying to get him down. It is based on the original TV show, which of course got remade with Harrison Ford and Tommy Lee Jones. The Fugitive TV show looks really intriguing. I mean, you got Kiefer Sutherland back on TV. I really quite like Boyd Holbrook. Speaking of Narcos. It's actually another show premiering on QB. Not really sure if it's gonna premiere on the day that QB launches or they're gonna wait a while. But some interesting stuff premiering on QB. But let me leave it to you guys. Which of these are you interested in watching? Are you actually gonna check out some of the shows premiering on QB? Are you interested in the Big Show? Are there any Netflix stuff you're interested in watching? Because we mainly got TV stuff to watch in April because we can't really go to the movies because they're closed. So mainly we got lots of TV shows. At least we got lots of stuff to binge and watch and all that. So we got some stuff to keep us occupied. Anyway, drop a comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This is Team Movie signing off.